saw him a long ways off. Even before he came near to them, they conspired against him to kill him. And they said one to another, behold, here comes the dreamer. Come now, therefore, and let us kill him and cast him into some pit. And we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him. And then we shall see what will become of his dreams. I want to preach from this question, what's up with the dream?
All right.
What's up with the dream?
Yeah.
Brother Muhammad, the prophetic vibrating voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. still rings in my ears, and on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, the sea of wide-eyed people who constituted an audience mesmerized at the quintillion-style cadence and the Cicerone standard perfect pitch of I have a dream today. The voice rumbled through the mall and gave hope to America in general and blacks in particular. In the many years, however, Deacon Cousins, after the flawless delivery of that speech, America has seemingly frozen the dream and annually unpacks it and thaws it out, only for MLK breakfasts, luncheons, and platform services. We treat the dream, Dr. Blue, as it was a precious antique of China, and we place it carefully out of reach until we need it again on special occasions. The dream, however, was dreamt to be put into action, not antiquity. The inaction of a dream is worse than a nightmare. America has seemed to forget the dream, and we are having nightmares every time we close our eyes. My brothers and sisters, we must make the dream real. We must resurrect the dreamer. Oh, my brothers and sisters, this text which is before us today shares and sheds light on a dreamer. I want to ask you a question. Are you a dreamer? Anybody here ever had a dream? Anybody here ever dreamed something so big and so grand that when you awoke you were mad that you got up? Anybody here living out their dream right now? I mean, is there anybody here? Show of hands, be transparent. Anybody here have a dream and you hope that God will let you live long enough to see your dream? Or are you dreaming for a child that you say, I want to just see you graduate from school and then I can close my eyes. I want to see you get successful and then I can close my eyes. I don't know about you, but I'm dreaming today for a better place in America. I'm dreaming for a better America. I'm dreaming for a better black America. I'm dreaming for a better Trenton. I'm dreaming for, come on somebody, I'm dreaming for better things. If my dream stops right here, then it is classified as a nightmare, because there are some things that we're seeing now that can be classified, Sister Terry, as not a dream, but a nightmare. Brothers and sisters, the good thing about a nightmare is you can go back to sleep and God will give you another opportunity to dream again. And I need to submit to some of you today, some of you are living on nightmares, but I need to share with you the good thing about nightmares is God allow you to tuck again and lay down your head and he'll give you another dream. Anybody here ever had a broken dream? Anybody knows what I'm talking about? You wanted to do better. You look over your life and you think that it should be further along by now. You think that you wasted some time. You think you wasted some years and you got hooked up with somebody that you wish you never met. Preach to him. You got hooked up in some deals and contracts you wish you never made. You shook some hands with people you wish you never never shook. You said some things you wish you never said. You gone some places you wish you had never gone. You come on somebody and you dream some things that you say, Lord, I have not seen these dreams manifested yet. But I need to tell you, Sister Coley, just go back to sleep and let the Lord work on you. The Lord told me to tell you that he's not through with you yet. Some of you, your best days are ahead of you. Some of you, your dreams are just around the corner. Preach them. Some of you, your dreams will happen in 2017. Some of you will see your dreams manifested before you close your eyes. One of the greatest indictments is for somebody to dream and never live out their dream. To be buried before you realize what your dream is. An even greater indictment of those who dream, not dream at all. There are some people that told me, that said, Pastor, I don't dream. I said, well, something's wrong with you if you don't dream. Something's wrong with you physiologically if you don't dream. Something's wrong with you biologically if you don't dream. In fact, something may be wrong with you psychologically if you don't dream. Because all of us dream. Can you remember what you dreamed last night? You might not be able to put it all together, but you know you dreamed last night. And brothers and sisters, I need to tell you, if you haven't dreamed, God told me to tell you that a dream is on the way. Tap your neighbor and say, baby, a dream is on. I didn't say a man is on the way. I said a dream is on the way. I didn't say money was on the way. I said a dream is on the way. I didn't say a promotion is coming. I said a dream is coming. Because you died when you failed to dream. And that's what Martin Luther King meant when he said, I have a dream. Even though I may not say it, I still have a dream. The text before us is about a dreamer by the name of Joseph. I want you to take a left turn and go to the beginning of Genesis. I want to call your attention to something that might resonate in your spirit. Look at verses 3 in chapter 37. Let me read it and unpack it for you. It says, now Israel loved Joseph more than all of his children, because he was the son of his old age. And he made him a coat of many colors. Let me pause there parenthetically and share with you this first point. Be careful not to flash your coat to too many people. Turn to somebody and say, be careful not to flash your coat in front of too many people. The problem was, Frank, that Israel made a coat of many colors for his young son Joseph. And because somebody made it for him, Vicky, he put the coat on. There are some of us that God has done some things for, and when we put on what he's done for us, not everybody celebrates with us. Preach till doing the best I can under the circumstances. Some of you God has blessed in colorful ways, but you have some people right underneath of you that are hating to see how daddy has dressed you. There are some people who have been given colorful talents, colorful gifts, colorful personalities. Y'all not praying with me this morning. I can feel it, but I'm going to preach it anyhow. Some of you have worn your colors. Some of you have worn what daddy has given you, only to have people talk about you. Anybody here ever been talked about just for being somebody who's been given a whole lot? Oh, brothers and sisters, say, don't you hate, celebrate what God has done for me, he can do for you. There is no secret, Tracy, to what God can do. What he's done for others, he can do the same thing for you. Joseph was given a coat of many colors. Some of you have been given a coat of many blessings. Minister Rogers, it is so good to see you today. There are some of us who flash our coats in front of people only to be hurt when we get it taken off of us. Preach to him. It's right in the text. Joseph put on that coat that his daddy gave him. Can't you see him sashaying around his brothers? His brothers looking at that coat with envy and crooked eyes. You know how some people roll their eyes at you just because you got it going on. You know how some people cut their eyes at you just because you showed up today. They were hoping you would come strutting up in the church because God has given you a coat of many colors. And some of you have the audacity to turn around and let people see what God has done for you. Next time somebody's looking at you sideways, tell them to stare at you because you're getting ready to give them a fashion show. Tell somebody, say, these are the scars that I'm flashing. These are the wounds that I've gotten. These are the hurts that were inflicted upon me. But God has blessed me to dress up anyhow. And because he let me dress up, I'm going to flaunt what God gave me. Turn to your neighbor and say, look at me good. Be careful not to flash your coat. So secondly, the text suggests, be careful who you share your dreams to. What's the text? Donald, what's the text? Look, I'm still in chapter 37. Look at verse 5. After he got his coat, he had a dream, Deacon Kirk.
Yeah, he did.
Look at verse 5 with me. Joseph dreamed a dream. Calvin, the problem is, he told it to his brothers. You didn't see it, I can tell you that.
Come on.
Be careful who you tell your dreams to.
Yes.
Mother Rose, sometimes it's best to keep
To yourself.
your stuff to yourself. Turn to somebody and say, I know he's right, because I fooled around and told somebody my dream. Good to see my little niece here, didn't see it until just now. Turn to somebody and say, I fooled around and told my dream to the wrong somebody. Kevin, I told my dream to the wrong somebody, and then when my dream got sabotaged, I figured out who sabotaged it. The one who I told my call somebody. Turn to your neighbor and say, baby, whatever you do, be careful. Who? What's the text? Verse 5 says he told the dream to his brothers. I'm still in verse 5. Y'all with me? Yeah. Look at the text, Karen. Look. And they hated him yet more. To Deborah, I told the dream to people who should celebrate with me. And they began to hate on me. Anybody here like Joseph, you told somebody something that they should have shouted on.
Yes.
But because it didn't happen to them, they hated on it. Oh, I'm gonna make it real today. I'm gonna put it in there. Some of you told somebody that you got a new boo. Then they told you some stuff about boo that they knew. I wish I had somebody here. Some of you got a new home, and they felt that when you shared that you got a new home, that you were dangling the keys in their face. And it's, I wouldn't live there even if I could. I heard a whole lot of stuff about this other drug over there. Oh, I wouldn't live there. Knowing good and well that if you gave them the key to that house, they would take it over you. Please join me. Do the best I can. Have you ever seen somebody who just has to play like they're happy for you, but you know good and well they connive and they're strategizing against you. They're trying to see how they can pop your bubble. They're trying to see how they can ruin your dream. They're trying to see how they can sabotage your career. And you know when you got some haters in your presence because their face kind of gives it off and their body language kind of shows it, and that's when you ought to rub it in all over. I got a dream. God done something for me. God has picked me up and turned me around. I don't do drugs no more. God has blessed me. I don't drink a pint no more. Come on, somebody. I'm not down in cases and coke anymore. God has turned my situation around, and see how they are twisted up and face all twisted up because they can't celebrate you. Be careful who you flash your coat to. Be careful who you tell your dreams to. The third thing, and I'm gone. Y'all tired today. Be careful not to go into too many details. Shayna, watch this.
I know that's right.
Text, Mom Rose. Watch this. He dreamed a dream. They hated it. Verse 5. Verse 6 says, and he said unto them, here, I pray you, I'm going to tell you about this dream. That's his problem. He goes into too many
Detail.
Watch the text. Verse 7, he goes into details. Well, what was the dream, man? I'm going to tell you. He says that I dreamed that we were binding sheaves in the field. Y'all with me? And lo, my sheaf arose and grew tall, got upright, and my sheaves were taller than your sheaves. Don't go into too many details. Watch this. He goes on and he tells them, in other words, his corn stalks were taller than their corn stalks, Mr. Dave. You don't be telling everybody all your business. And some of you are faithful to Facebook. You tell everybody everything. I'm checking in here. I'm checking in there. While you checking in there, somebody might be checking something out that you left home. Turn to your neighbor and say, you ain't got to tell everything. Some details are better left untouched. He tells the details, Deacon Cousins. He shares my corn was taller than your corn. And then verse 9, he has the audacity to dream again. He dreams a second dream. Are you with me? He dreamed yet another dream, and he went back and told the same people. Somebody said, get a new crowd. If the first ones are hating on you, they'll probably hate again. Get a new crowd. Turn to somebody and say, 2017, I'm going to get some new people in my life. In 2017, I'm going to get some people who support me. In 2017, I'm going to get me some people who praying for me. In 2017, I'm going to hang around people who want to be around me. In 2017, I'm dismissing dramatic people. In 2017, I'm getting rid of negativity. In 2017, I'm getting away from liars. In 2017, I'm running from people who love rumors. In 2017, I'm separating myself from people who like to get sadistic with it. In 2017, I'm putting myself around a whole new crowd. Somebody say, preach, man. He goes into the details, Deacon Jolly, and that is his demise. In the second dream, in the 9th verse, he says, I had another dream, guys. He said this dream was even better than the first one. They were sitting here, tell us a dream, tell us a dream, tell us a dream. He says, Deacon Kirkland, he said, well, behold, I dreamed another dream. And behold, verse 9, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars bowed to me. Uh-oh. And he told his father also, and his father rebuked him. He said, what do you think, you're of your brothers now? See, some people don't understand your dreams. Not everybody is dreaming with you. Tell your neighbor and say, wake up in just 5 more minutes. You got to be careful. What's up with your dream? Anybody here know and you feel like Joseph, that you should have kept your dream to yourself? You should have kept that promotion to yourself. You should have kept that good news sometimes to yourself. Turn to your neighbor and look him in the face and look him in the eye and just tell him, neighbor, be careful. Now, I'm not one of the ones who will sabotage your dream. Tell your neighbor, I'm dreaming with you. Because when you go up, we all go up. When you got shoes, we all got shoes. I'm getting ready to get out of here because y'all are falling asleep, and some of you think about the tip-off to the All-Star game. But if I had a church praying with me today, I would tell you that the dream is in jeopardy today. Yes, it is, but I'm not worried about that because the Lord is able to resurrect our dream. Have I got a witness? Well, I want to go down the list But George Washington Carver, he invented the peanuts and over 350 inventions. Thank God for Garrett Morgan, who made the traffic light so you can go on green and stop on red and yield on yellow. Charles Drew had the blood plasma invention. Barack Obama was the first black man in a White House. I thank God for your dream, and I thank God for my dream. I won't be nosy. Is there anybody here who has a dream? If you have a dream, stand on your feet and link up with your neighbor. Shake that neighbor's hand and tell that neighbor, keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. And after a while, the Lord will see your dream through. Won't it do it? Won't it pick you up? Won't it turn you around? Won't it place your feet on solid ground? Do me one more favor. Turn to one more person. High five that neighbor and ask that neighbor, are you still dreaming? Are you still dreaming? Oh God, be a bridge over troubled water. Oh God, open doors that no man can close. Oh God, do it when nobody else will. Oh God, make a way out of no way. Somebody know he is the big bread to the hungry, water to the thirsty, a lawyer in a courtroom, a doctor in a sick room, a mother to the motherless, a father to the fatherless.